Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am so excited to bring you this video this week. All over Instagram, you guys know I have been seeing balloon trees, balloon Christmas trees all over the place. And I realized that I never made a tutorial for that on my channel. So in this video, we are going to make a balloon Christmas tree, and then also we are going to make, as you can see, some balloon presents. These are so cute, guys, and they're really easy to make, all right? So let's get into the tutorial, and then make sure you check the description of this video. I'm gonna put all of the balloon counts and all of the materials that I use to make these balloon decorations, all right? So let's get started. All right, guys, so the first thing that I want to show you is this new balloon sizer that I'm going to be using for this video. I needed to get a balloon sizer that was able to handle bigger balloons. This one goes up to 14 inches, so I figured that this one was perfect. Don't worry, I'm going to put the link for this balloon sizer right in the description of this video, so make sure you check, okay? Now I'm going to put this balloon sizer together. It is relatively simple. It just comes in a few pieces. As you can see, I'm just putting this wooden piece. I'm just making sure that it's all the way in these holes. And now there's two smaller wooden pieces. I'm just going to put these in so you could see them, but I don't think that I'm going to use them. All right, so this is what it looks like when you put everything in there. And now we're going to start blowing up balloons. All right, guys, so now I'm going to switch to use 11-inch balloons. So I'm going to blow up these 11-inch balloons. I'm going to start with the 10-inch size. So now you're going to see I'm going to use my electric pump. Now, let me give you some feedback on this balloon sizer. I do like this balloon sizer, but I feel like it needs a little weight on it. So if you're using it, you may not want to use it on the floor. You may want to use it like on a table, and then you can just put like a little weight on top of it to keep it in place. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to twist these balloons together to form a quad. Then I'm going to push these balloons down to flatten them out. All right, so I'm going to stop blowing up balloons, and now I'm going to add my balloons to the stand. I'm just using a floor lamp as my stand, okay? So this is how you want to add your 14-inch balloons. You want to make sure that there's a balloon in the front and two on the side. You don't want it like this, where there's two balloons next to each other. Make sure that there's one in the front and two on the side, okay? And then all you're going to do is just twist the balloons around the stand, push them down a little bit, and that locks them in place, okay? So I added all of my balloons, and as you can see, there's still a space at the top of my stand. So I'm gonna make a 5-inch quad to go at the top, and then I'm also gonna blow up my topper, okay? So this is the star that I'm gonna be using for the top of my balloon tree. So I'll make sure I put the link to this in the description of the video. So here it goes. It looks like this needs a little bit more air. So I'm just going to use my hand pump and put a little bit more air in there. You want to be very careful. I pop so many of these foil balloons because I put too much air in them. Okay, so be careful. Then you want to take a 260 and just tie that around this bottom piece on the balloon. Okay, just make sure you tie it in a knot because this is what we're going to use to attach our topper. Okay. So I'm just tying this 260 around the foil balloon. All right, and now I'm gonna add it. All right, guys, so I'm just finishing off my balloon tree by adding my 5-inch balloons. Now, I'm doing this in the same exact way that I add my 5-inch balloons to my balloon garlands, okay? So let's move on to creating our balloon presents. As you can see, I've already created a couple here. This is my first time creating them, so I'm going to show you a couple of ways to create them, okay? First, I'm going to use the 8-inch size and I'm going to blow up some gold 11-inch balloons, okay? You could use whatever color you want. I'm just using gold in this video. So now I'm going to tie these together and then create a quad, okay? So you're going to need 2 of these quads right here. Then what I'm going to do is take some 5-inch balloons and size them down to 4 inches, okay? So here's my 5-inch balloons. I'm going to size them down to 4 inches. I'm just rotating the balloon colors. So as you can see, I'm using pink 5-inch balloons. Okay, and now I'm going to tie these together. And then I'm going to form a quad. All right, just twist them together. And here's my 4-inch quad. Now what I'm going to do is blow up some 260 balloons, okay? So I use my hand pump for these. I'm putting 7 pumps of air into each of these 260s. And then I'm just going to tie it in a knot, okay? And now I'm going to start to connect all of the 260s by just tying them together, okay? So I'm going to tie 2 together. And then I'm going to tie the other 2 together because I have 4 in total. All right. And then I'm just going to twist these 2 together. Don't be shy with these balloons. They're meant to be twisted together. And now I'm just going to lay these 260s on top, and then I'm just flipping this over because I realize that these have to be at the bottom. And I'm just going to pull up the 260s on two sides, and then I'm just twisting the 260s at the top, okay? And now I'm going to take the other 260, and I am just going to twist that in there as well, okay? So I'm just going to twist all the 260s around each other at the top just to connect them, okay? All right, so I'm just twisting these together. Okay. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take each 260 and pull it down. Do you see this end piece right here? I'm just going to wrap that around the middle just to create the bow, okay? So I'm going to do that with each of these 260s. I'm just going to pull it down and then wrap it around the middle of these 260s where I twisted them together. So I'm going to do that. You see this? I'm just going to pull it down and then wrap it around the middle. As you can see, the bow is starting to form, right? So this is my last one. I'm just going to pull this down and wrap it around the middle. Once you connect all of your 260s and you form your bow, then what you could do is you can kind of play around with it just to make sure that you like the way that the bow looks, okay?